So you want to go to Barcelona, Spain? Well, I'm glad you stopped here. My name is Gwen, I'm with corrtravel, and as a solo traveler who's been to Barcelona, I've got some essential tips I think you need to know before you go. So let's go ahead and jump into my Barcelona travel guide and cover these essential tips that will help get you to Barcelona.
First, why you should go to Barcelona. Spain's second largest city, Barcelona sits on Costa Brava and has 4.2 kilometers of sandy beaches, making it one of the best beach destinations in Europe. Over 1.6 million residents share two official languages, Catalan and Spanish, as well as over 60 museums, multiple UNESCO World Heritage Sites, rich culture and history, amazing cuisine, architecture, art, and more. So it's no wonder that Barcelona attracts over 7.5 million visitors every year. Number 2, when to go to Barcelona. The best time to visit Barcelona depends on the time of year, holidays, and events. This is because they impact the number of tourists and your travel costs. Barcelona's temperatures average from the 40s to the mid-80s Fahrenheit year-round. May through August are the peak season months, where the days are hottest and most humid, but they're great for beach and water activities, and they have the longest days. They also have the largest tourist crowds, long lines for attractions, crowded beaches, and limited number of accommodations, causing the highest travel costs across the board. The shoulder season months are March through April, September, and October, and they have lovely warm weather with good opportunity for beach and water activities. Also, they have the long days. Note, September and October are Barcelona's rainiest months. They provide for fewer crowds on the beach and attractions, and there's more accommodation availability and better chance for overall travel deals. November through February are the low season months, where the weather is undoubtedly colder and the days are shortest, but there are much fewer tourists and probably the best opportunity for travel deals, making these months the cheapest time to visit Barcelona. Just keep in mind the end of year holidays. Speaking of holidays, Barcelona has on average more than one holiday a month and many festivals and events yearly, like the popular Sonar event in June that lasts for 4 days, or Christmas and end-of-year holidays. So keep events and holidays in mind when planning your Barcelona itinerary. Overall, if you're looking to enjoy the best of Barcelona indoors and out, but not pay the maximum, the shoulder season months would be the way to go. Number 3, getting to Barcelona. The closest airport to Barcelona is Barcelona El Prat, aka Barcelona Airport. It accepts international and domestic flights that arrive at Terminal 1, and the low-cost carriers arrive at Terminal 2. El Prat is only 15 kilometers south of Barcelona city center, and there are several transportation options to get you to the city center that I'll cover in just a minute. Barcelona receives many trains daily. Depending on your departure point, trains will arrive at either Sants Station, or Estació de Sants, or Franca Station, Estació de Franca. Barcelona also receives many buses daily, and buses usually arrive at Barcelona Sants Station or the North Station, Estació de Nord. You can connect to the metro from any of these stations. From Barcelona Sants, the Metro R1, R3, and R4 lines leave every 4 minutes for the Plaça de Catalunya station, and one-way tickets cost less than €3. If you must drive to Barcelona, you'll want to stay where parking is easiest and cheapest. There are over 140 car parks in Barcelona city center that normally charge €250 to €350 an hour. You could possibly find parking between €10 to €16 per day, but that will depend on location and type of parking facility. Plus, you'll have to ensure that you have a parking spot, so you'll want to reserve yours in advance. Consult with your hotel or other accommodation on parking availability and cost, or if they can recommend an alternative off-site parking location. Ultimately, I do not recommend driving in Barcelona, whether you're a solo traveler or not. It's really just not worth the expense and time. Number 4, getting around Barcelona. Okay, this is a biggie and we have lots to cover. Let's get started with getting from the Barcelona El Prat airport to the city center. And if you don't have access to a free airport shuttle from your hotel, don't worry about it. There are multiple transportation options. The Renfe train leaves the Aeroporto station every 30 minutes and takes approximately 25 minutes to reach the Passeig de Gràcia station. Tickets are approximately €5, and from there you can catch a metro to the Plaça de Catalunya station if it's closer to your hotel. The orange L9 metro line leaves Barcelona Airport every 7 minutes from both the T1 and T2 metro stations, and it takes approximately 35 minutes to arrive at Plaça de Catalunya station, but it does require transfers. Tickets cost approximately €5. Called the Aerobus, this express bus is really the way to go, especially for staying near Plaça de Catalunya, which I recommend for first-time travel. I'll talk more on that shortly. It goes direct to the Plaça de Catalunya bus stop in 30 minutes for less than €6. The A1 bus leaves Terminal 1 and the A2 bus leaves Terminal 2, and both depart every 5 to 10 minutes. The public TMB number 46 bus also leaves Airport T1 and T2. With several stops, this bus does take longer to reach the city center, but one-way tickets are only around €240. Alternatively, you can hire a private one-way or round-trip airport transfer, which will start around €40. A luxury airport transfer will start much higher. There's always the taxi or rideshare option. Barcelona El Prat Airport does have Uber, Bolt, and Lyft, and which may cost around €25 to €30 to get to city center. Last, you could get the Barcelona Airport car rental, but then again deal with the hassle and expense of parking in the city center. Of course, I do not recommend this option. For more details and links to transportation options from the Barcelona El Prat Airport, don't forget to consult my ultimate Barcelona travel guide. The link is below. Now that you're in the city center, let's talk about getting around the city center. Barcelona is a very large city, and some of the top sites can be quite a distance from each other. Taking the Barcelona Metro is highly recommended to cover these longer distances in a shorter time. The Barcelona Metro is extremely easy to use. Tickets can be purchased in each station with cash or a credit card. There are 12 metro lines, which include access to the public buses as well. One-way tickets within one zone can cost less than €3 each way, or you can buy the Ola Barcelona Public Transport Travel Card, which is an easier way to get free, unlimited access to Barcelona transportation in the city and suburbs for up to 48, 72, 96, or 120-hour increments. If you need metro assistance, just ask a booth attendant. Many speak English and are happy to answer your questions. Another way to cover a lot of Barcelona is the hop-on, hop-off bus. Tours like these are ideal for large cities like Barcelona. This bus is a very popular option in Barcelona because it covers 2 to 3 different routes around Barcelona, encompassing all of the top Barcelona sites and attractions. Buses depart centrally from Plaça de Catalunya. I would recommend buying your 24 or 48-hour bus ticket in advance to save time during peak season. Of course, Barcelona is walkable. Although extensive, a large portion of Barcelona city center is flat, and many must-sees are centrally located, making Barcelona optimal for walking. To save time, tackle Barcelona by neighborhood. A great way to learn more about Barcelona's history, culture, food, or wine while meeting other travelers is to take a historic food or wine tasting walking tour. Due to designated paths, Barcelona is also ideal for biking and scooters. You'll see many bike and e-bike rental stands and e-scooters throughout Barcelona, making it easier to zip through Barcelona like a local. Or you can join an e-scooter, Segway, bike, or e-bike tour. These tours are eco-friendly and fun for tourists at all ages. And don't forget Barcelona's expansive coastline, so why not take a scenic cruise to get a different view of Barcelona, day or night? For links to great walking tours, bike rentals, cruise options, or more, consult my Barcelona travel guide, or check out some of the links I have for you below to get you started. That said, now's a good time to talk about the Barcelona Card. If you're staying for 3 days or more in Barcelona, you may want to purchase one. The Barcelona Card includes entry to 25 museums and attractions with skip-the-line entrances, 50% off admission to top attractions like Gaudi's Casa Milà and more, transportation from the airport to the city center, as well as free public transportation, the hop-on, hop-off bus tickets, and more. And you can buy the Barcelona Card for 3, 4, or 5-day increments. Get it in advance online. I do have a link for you below. and exchange your voucher at one of the designated locations and times in the airport. And then from there, just zip to the Barcelona city center, knowing you're covered for all the things that you want to do and see in Barcelona. Number 6, Barcelona safety. Barcelona's crime rate is considered moderate, but as a solo female traveler in Barcelona, I practice general precautions, and as such, I never felt unsafe in Barcelona. So just be streetwise and consider using the following tips. Yes, pickpocketing can be prevalent around La Rambla, but also be careful in other high tourist areas and on crowded public transportation by keeping your belongings securely on you with no open bags or pockets, and never carry cash or valuables in your pockets. Instead, use a monosling bag like you see mine here, or use a money belt securely tucked away. Do not set your belongings down and turn away or walk away for any reason. It is safe to walk alone during the day and night in Barcelona, but at night just be a little bit more aware. Stay within well-lit and populated streets at night, and just be alert around metro stations. If you normally feel uncomfortable being alone at night, you may want to visit Barcelona during peak or shoulder season months, when the days are longer so you have more time to explore Barcelona. And if you ever feel uncomfortable in any surrounding or situation, just leave. Last, having a mobile hotspot as a backup is always a good idea in case you need to call a rideshare and you can't get access to Barcelona's free public Wi-Fi. Or you can always pop into a local establishment and use their Wi-Fi if need be. That said, here are some travel essentials I would recommend that you take on your solo trip to Barcelona. A portable Wi-Fi hotspot. Although there is free public Wi-Fi in Barcelona, it's good to have as a backup. A VPN service for data security. A solar charger, so your phone's always charging while you're out and about. Comfortable walking shoes. A collapsible water bottle and sling carrier. Eco-friendly sunscreen, and a monosling bag or money belt for keeping your valuables secure. I have more great travel gear suggestions for Barcelona on my website. Just consult the Barcelona Travel Guide or the Spain Travel Guide for finding ride adapters to use, for example, when you're traveling in Spain. Number 8, where to stay in Barcelona. Where you stay in Barcelona can really make or break your visit, especially on first-time travel. Ciutat Vella, or the Old City, holds Barcelona's oldest neighborhoods, and 4 of which are great places to stay. Additionally, if you're within walking distance to Plaça de Catalunya, your arrival from the airport is super easy without transfers. You're centrally located to explore many of Barcelona attractions on foot, you're close to the hop-on hop-off bus stop, and you can easily catch the metro or bus to other Barcelona destinations or to stations like Barcelona Sants for taking a day trip outside of Barcelona by train. This is the area within the city center I recommend first-time travelers stay. This area also has many accommodations for budgets of all types. When I look for accommodations as a solo traveler, I look for central location for attractions and transportation, a reasonable price, amenities, free cancellation, breakfast inclusion, ratings, and a travel sustainable rating. If you're like me, here are just a few of the hotels for different budgets to consider for your Barcelona stay. Hotel Turin, Arc La Rambla, Petit Palace Boqueria Garden, Hotel Sant Agustí, and Hotel Canton. In fact, on my last solo trip to Barcelona, I stayed at Hotel Turin. It checked all the boxes, plus had a friendly staff. If you want to go the hostel route, either for a private room or dorm-style room, try Pars Teatro Hostel or Alternative Creative Youth Hostel Barcelona. I have more great city center hotel recommendations. If you want to see those and links to all of my city center hotel and hostel recommendations, just check them out in my Barcelona Travel Guide online. Number 9, top things to do in Barcelona. Of course, there are simply too many Barcelona attractions to list in this Barcelona Travel Guide, but here are some of the top attractions to get you started in building your Barcelona itinerary. Some of these are free, but for those that aren't, don't forget the Barcelona Card. It covers many of these. Top of the list, of course, are Barcelona's UNESCO World Heritage Sites, a few of which are works by Antoni Gaudí like La Sagrada Familia, Casa Batlló, Casa Milà, Parc Güell, and more. And here are some more amazing cathedrals, architectural buildings, landmarks, monuments, parks, and beaches in Barcelona you won't want to miss. And there are many, many more. Don't forget to put these at a minimum on your Barcelona itinerary. Number 10, Barcelona food and entertainment. Barcelona has some of the best cuisine in Spain, from fine dining to cafes, fresh seafood and tapas, paella, sangria, chocolate, and more. You can find whatever you want to sample in any of the Barcelona neighborhoods on any budget. For tips on where to go, the Gothic Quarter and El Born are very popular for bars, cafes, tapas, and Barcelona nightlife. La Rambla, north and south of Plaza Catalunya, are also popular for restaurants and bars with great outdoor dining options. And you can't go wrong with hanging out at La Boqueria for fresh food and drinks. Don't forget there's always a good food and wine tour to take. For more nightlife, Plaça de Sol and the Bar de Gracia are also popular with students and younger adults. And if the bar scene's not your thing, try a flamenco show. This is Barcelona after all. Keep in mind, tipping in Spain is not customary, but if you feel you've had great service, it's acceptable to tip 10 to 15%. It's best to tip in cash if you can, but if you don't have any, you can ask them to include the tip on your credit card before they bring you the bill. To explore Barcelona dining options, try any of these apps. Like touring Barcelona, just search by neighborhood. Or, if you're like me, you agree this is the area of travel in which to wing it, by wandering the neighborhoods to read the menus and get a feel for a place. Or ask your hotel concierge, local tour guide, or any other local on their dining recommendation. I find this is a great way to find out where the locals are eating and enjoy a more authentic travel experience. Next up, day trips from Barcelona. If you have the time and want to explore more of Spain's mountains, historic sites, do wine tasting or Costa Brava coastal activities, keep Barcelona as your home base and try a day trip to Montserrat, Sitges, Girona, or Tarragona. These are easy to do self-guided or as part of a tour group and will only enhance your Spain travel experience. Number 12, budget travel tips for Barcelona. Traveling Barcelona on a budget? No worries. It's easier if you keep the following in mind. Booking really early can get you a great deal on a city center location. Or booking an accommodation further away from the city center could provide lower costs. Just stay close to a metro stop. Try not visiting during the holidays or popular events. Some museums offer free entry on particular days, so check in advance before buying tickets. Visit in the shoulder or low season months, and stay during the week. Depending on time of year, location, and amenities, Barcelona hostel dorm rooms can start at €8 a night and private rooms at €24 a night. To save on dining and drinking out, shop at a local market or grocery store. And don't forget the Barcelona Card to save money on attractions and public and airport transportation. And if the Barcelona Card is not for you, at least consider getting a multi-day transportation pass. It could save you time and money. If you've been following CORRtravel, you know I'm always promoting traveling with your eco-friendly foot forward. So travel Barcelona with the planet in mind using any of these easy eco-travel tips that really do make a difference. Forgo the 3-hour or less flight to Barcelona and take the train or bus instead. Purchase carbon offsets if you do need to fly. Flying carry-on only not only saves time in the airport, but also on airplane fuel. Ditch the rental car. And if you need a car service, choose a Bolt Green or Uber Green option. And how about ditching automobiles altogether and just take public transportation, or walk, bike, e-bike, or take an electric scooter. Look for sustainable accommodations through Green Globe, Green Key Global, and Booking.com. And consider bringing your own water bottle, bamboo travel utensils, collapsible cup, and more so you can reduce single-use plastic trash. Are you still with me? Great, because here are some really valuable Barcelona tips you're going to want to know. Traveling during peak season, always get your attraction tickets in advance with a skip the line timed entry, and make it for the first available entry of the day, preferably during the week, to avoid the crowds. You must buy your La Sagrada Familia ticket in advance online and with a set entry day and time. If you do not do a tour, you can download the official audio tour app in advance for free. The public metro and buses can be crowded during morning and evening high commuting times. Renfe's higher class train fares offer Wi-Fi and seat charging options, but you need to make sure your specific seat assignment includes them when you book. Always travel with some cash in case a store or restaurant credit card machine is not working or you need to pay for a bathroom, like in the Barcelona train station. Know your surroundings. Keep looking both ways, even on one-way streets, because the bicyclists and scooters really come out of nowhere. Yes, the water is safe to drink in Barcelona, and you'll find public water fountains everywhere. And stay hydrated during the hot and humid peak season months. And make sure you're wearing comfortable walking shoes. If you need it, there is free Wi-Fi available throughout Barcelona, making it easier to stay connected. Many local establishments and activity offices use WhatsApp for booking and notifying for any scheduling changes. Many Barcelonians speak English, however, it's common courtesy to lead a conversation in either Catalan or Spanish in all situations. Not all businesses observe the traditional siesta, so it's a good idea to check online for operating hours in advance. And many museums in Barcelona are closed on Mondays, so again, check online in advance. Typical hotel breakfast may not start until 8 a.m. or later, but you can ask them if they may serve something earlier for you. And dinner's not usually served until 9 p.m. or later. Having dinner earlier may get you a table without a reservation, though. Now that you know your way around Barcelona, need a great Barcelona itinerary suggestion? Well, keep watching, because I'll tell you how to get a great 3-day itinerary that takes out all of the guesswork, and it's perfect for first-time travel to Barcelona. You'll love it.
Well, that's my Barcelona travel guide. I hope you enjoyed it and found it very informative. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. And if you want more information on Barcelona and Spain destinations, check out these videos coming, as well as check out the links below, because I do have some more tips on Barcelona, including tours inside Barcelona and day trips, as well as a travel itinerary perfect for first-time travel to Barcelona. And if you're new to Spain travel, I also have a great Spain travel guide all below. If you want more travel guides here on CORR Travel, then make sure you subscribe so you get them here first and you can plan all your travel needs. Thanks so much for joining, and I really hope you have a great time in Barcelona.